In this video, we're going to learn how to graph a compound inequality with the word OR in the middle. We'll start with the example, x is greater than 4 or x is less than 2. This is a compound inequality because we have two inequalities with a word in the middle. To draw this, we're going to need our number line. Remember to put the arrows at the ends. We're also going to need the number 2 and the number 4 somewhere on our number line. We can then fill in some more numbers to be clear. When we have a compound inequality, we're going to draw each individual inequality above our number line and then put them together. So let's start with x is greater than 4. Since it's not equal to 4, we're going to have an open circle. And then we look at the greater than sign, and it looks like this shape of our arrow. So we know it's greater than, and we have an arrow at the end. For the x is less than 2, we're going to have an open circle at the 2, and looking at the shape of that less than, we know it's going to go down towards the left arrow. So now we have to draw it on our number line. OR means that it can be true for either one of these. When we had the word AND, it had to be true for both of them. But this just has to be true for either one of them. So if I plug in 0, it's not greater than 4, but it is less than 2. So that would be true. If I plug in 5, that's greater than 4, so it's going to be true. So if I look at the arrows that I have already, anything that matches either one of my arrows is going to be true. So I can take my circle here, go straight down, and that's going to be true. I can take my circle here and go up, and that's going to be true. So when I have the word OR, I take everything from both my lines and I put it on my number line. Some people say the OR looks like oars, like I'm in a rowing boat and I have oars. And that's how they remember it. Let's try x is greater than negative 2 or x is less than or equal to 0. Once again, we're going to need our number line. I made sure to put on 0 and negative 2 because I know I'm going to need those. I filled in some more numbers, and now I'm going to look at each half individually. So x is greater than negative 2. That's not greater than or equal to, it's just greater than. So I'm going to have an empty circle at negative 2, and I look at the direction of that greater than sign, and I know it's going to go this way. I look at my other inequality, x is less than or equal to 0, and I know I'm going to have to fill in my ball this time because it could be equal to 0. Then I look at which way it's going. I draw an arrow in that direction. So now I have two lines and I have an OR statement in the middle. So if I have an OR, that means I need to combine my two lines together. In this case, any number at all will make this whole thing true. Because if I take a number that's over here say 1, it's not going to be less than or equal to 0, but it is greater than -2. If I take a number right here, like -1, it's true for both of them. It is less than or equal to 0, and it is greater than -2. If I take a number over here, it is less than 0. So everything on my number line is going to be true. It doesn't matter what number I pick. Everything on my number line is going to be true. So I'm just going to color in the whole thing.